Hey guys, Salvi here, just reminding you to, of course, like, subscribe, and follow, and all that kind of good stuff that YouTube asks if you enjoy what video I'm going to put out for you today. Thank you. Immy Bisou is a member of VAllure, one of the first generation of VAllure. She is the, have no fear, little sis is here, the Hex Maniac of VAllure official. And here we go, what they had done recently. They had received a strike for Yandere ASMR stream. The timestamp was me saying, I'm sorry, I have a hard time controlling myself, so I don't want to come here too often. Don't want to scare you too much. It's not S at all. It's scary because it's Yandere roleplay. Maybe it was too breathy. I know YouTube can be very strange if you're if you speak in a very breathy way, even if you don't do ASMR. YouTube's AI can strike you for adult content or whatever you want to call it because of the breathiness. Sounds like to them a moan or whatever. It says, YouTube, I submitted an appeal for a stream that got taken down, but I wasn't able to provide an explanation in my appeal. The stream was an audio-only roleplay stream that did not have any gratifying content. I kindly ask that you have your human review an appeal. This was a timestamp of your example of my strike. This was a roleplay video meant for artistic expression. I am not going to play it very much.
Still.
Yep, it's the breathiness. Yep, just a little bit I could hear, the very little bit I could hear, it's the breathiness of her voice. If you heard, she's breathing a lot in and out because he's trying to make it creepy, etc. YouTube, with their things, for whatever reason, is very, very, very strict on breathy speaking, breathiness, and that type of stuff. So I can see why YouTube, the AI that they use, why they went after it. YouTube, like I said, for whatever reason, when you have breathy, like, speaking, lower kind of speaking, they will assume it is a moan, and they will go after you. It's really dumb. But once a human reviews it, she's gonna get this thing overturned, of course, but it is the breathiness, most likely. AI is very dumb. Very dumb. And I don't think it makes sense, but it's just the way it works. The Ironmouse nuke that destroyed VShoujo is very recent, of course. It just happened last week, around Tuesday of last week or so, when all this went out. Monday or Tuesday of last week. And last week, of course, being around the 21st, 22nd, around there. And already, she's had people trying to scout her for different agencies. Let's take a look at what she says.
So many emails and DMs about people either asking me to join their VTuber corpo, or their content creator corpo, or their content creator agency, or people asking me to help me in creating my own corpo. Yeah, can you like not? How about don't do that? How about don't do that? How about no?
True.
How about do not? Don't fuck with me, bro. You think I'm fucking around? I ain't joking, bitch. I need a tiny bit of break. I need some time to be indie. Yeah, I'm like, dude, it's only been a few days. Like, what the fuck? Can you, like, no?
We have done Hololive RTX on and RTX off. Thanks to people who have been able to do that on Reddit, and able to show it off on Reddit. The left is, of course, Okayu, and the right is an Okayu cosplayer. And the specific cosplayer here is Suyama, who did Okayu cosplay. Of course, there is some editing here and some specific, makeup and such like that. But they cover everything from the tail, from the tummy that usually is shown by Okayu, to, having the whole gamer aesthetic with, that's an actual iMac, the old school iMac, like the original iMacs. And then you have, of course, because she is a Hololive Gamers generation person. Also, these things usually end up being in a studio, like an actual apartment, etc. That is a studio based on that kind of stuff that people can go in and, do that kind of stuff and take pictures and such. So it's a very nice thing to see. And Okayu looks cute in both of them. So RTX on and RTX off for all of you guys. Maid Mint, or Mint Fantome, as she is known in the Twitter space, is, of course, a wonderful VTuber, a ghost made VTuber of from Independent, as they're calling themselves now. Let's see, Mint Fantome here is saying that she's going to have a new outfit debut. She doesn't know when, because she did say on her stream, I don't have her with me right now, but she did say on her stream that there were a bit of things that were kind of like taking a little bit longer than expected. There were a couple of issues that needed to be dealt with. So August 2025 is the closest date she can actually give. Doesn't know if it's in the beginning of August or the end of August, but it's going to be in August as far as she knows. There were, some things happen. Sometimes, the artist has to go do, maybe fix some things, or, other things happen with rigging, or, personal things happen in the artist situation. We don't know. But the point is, she is going to have some things like, I'll be debuting my first outfit next month. Sorry for no concrete date, but I'll update you as soon as it's set. Thank you for 5 years. Love you guys. This was during her 5-year anniversary that she announced all of this on stream. It says, full silhouette, thank you at Voyager Gears for making the graphics. And here is the full set. It's going to be a cat made in this case. In this case, it looks like it's not cat made itself right there, but it is cat twin tails, and it looks like something more maybe casual with a the thigh ribbon thing going on as well. Or the thigh scrunchie. I don't know exactly what those are called, but he has one of them there. It's going to look really, really nice. And the cat tail itself has a bit of a ribbon there. So that's always very cute. So looking forward to it, and of course just showing this to you guys. Goldbullet, a member of Holostars EN. It's going to be a bit of a shorter one. It's not going to be super long, but I did want to give you an update on what's going on with Goldbullet, because he has updated on some stuff. He's a big boy with a big gun. The expert marksman of Holostars EN, Armis. And he has a bit of a personal update. Says, guys, I want to stream, but I'm not strong right now. Family-related emergency, and it's not really looking good. I need some prayers. We can't get a break lately, man. This was done on the 24th. It is much later today, of course. And I do hope that everything went well for him, because I do know how it feels to have family emergencies. You can't concentrate. You can't think of anything. You can't really do anything. You feel like the world is crumbling around you, and it's never great. So a lot of people here are, giving them hugs, wishing them the best, hoping that everything works out. And of course, not digging further to know exactly what happened, because of course, it's nobody's business unless he wants to, let people know. Either way, I do hope that they are better, and we haven't had really any kind of updates except for this. It says, thank you so much for the heartfelt message, everybody. I appreciate it. Gonna be AFK for a week. Family does come first and must fly and attend. Unfortunately, it's a funeral. Unfortunately, it did end up becoming a funeral within the next couple of days, which has taken priority. Love y'all very much, and I'll see you when I see you. So yeah, he's not going to be coming back anytime soon, if it's at least for a week. It is unfortunate that it was a loss in the family. My best wishes to him, though. Brave Group's ChromaSHIFT is used to be Idol Corp under Aviel, and then it was bought by Brave Group. Thank goodness it was bought by Brave Group, because it was vastly mismanaged with Aviel. Aviel just got his money and he left. So we're moving on to what they're going to be doing. Why am I talking about them? We'll be gracing Birmingham, UK with our presence in September for VTuber Expo. Our talents will be delivering a full 3D concert on the main stage, which will include the debut of 3D models for Cersei Soulstorm, as shown here, Yenna Youngblood, as shown there, Ricky Poppet, as shown there, Daisy Dandelion, and also Roca Rudy. They're all going to be showcasing, these are the ones that are just silhouettes versus the other girls that are there. Catch us on the main stage on September 6th at 1 p.m. British Standard Time, and stay tuned for more info. This isn't the only surprise we have in store. So 3D concert, amazing. The girls from what used to be Idol Wildfire, I forget the name of the new group now, they are getting their stuff, which is amazing to see. I'm very, very happy for that. And like I mentioned, a lot of people may be wondering what ChromaSHIFT is. ChromaSHIFT used to be Idol Corp. It used to actually be called Idol Corp, and they switched it over recently. It says, we'll be there at AA, in the AA. Hope to stop by. We'll be selling Wildfire merch. 07, so cool. Do you have this like designated space in AA yet? Artist Alley. That's what AA is. AA is Artist Alley. Let us know and we can come to find you. I'll be there and cheer Roca and the other girls. But one question, will they be part of the premium concert? And if yes, will there be an extra charge, or are there enough seats? It says, we currently don't have any details for the premium concert. Supernova in it should not require an extra cost to watch. Seating should be adequate. So yeah, good. they seem to be organizing this properly, which is what's important for the community that's going to go watch them, the community that wants to see their Oshis. And I do, of course, I will let you know when it's happening. I will let you know the day that it's happening when we get closer. It's over a month away. And I do wish them the best of luck, of course. Roboco is a member of Hololive. She is part of the Zero generation, along with, of course, the ones that started it all, Sora and Miko, Sakura Miko. Those are the three that were pretty much the initiators. I believe Sora was the first one to be picked up, then, Miko and Roboco were picked up before generations were a thing. This is back when Hololive was trying to test out new technologies, make apps, and that type of stuff when they started out. Because that's how they started out. They started out for like VTubing, 3D motion, and that kind of stuff. So, what am I talking about her today? She had a 39.8 degree fever, which is around 103, 104 degrees. That is the point where your brain quite literally almost cooks itself. That is when you start, at around that temperature, is when you start hallucinating. Because your brain gets so hot that it actually starts causing hallucinations for you. I know because I've been at that temperature as an adult and as a kid. You hallucinate. Like, for me, the rooms were getting bigger. My room is usually maybe like a 10 foot by like 20 foot or something like that. 10, yeah, probably more. Probably like 15 by 20 or something like that. But it ended up looking like a 50 yard by like 100 yard. It was really weird. That is bad. She says, sorry, today's impossible, meaning that she's not going to be streaming, but she shouldn't. Nobody that has a fever, nobody that's this sick, should ever stream. And of course, the community is like, hydrate plenty, place soap cloth on Roboco's head. Everybody, my inanis, Otono Sekanade, which is also a member of Regloss. You have people from Flowglow, Vivi. You have Sue from Flowglow. You have other people, Oji-san. You have other members of the community and other members of Hololive as well. Some of them are, buried among other ones, but the ones that I was able to find are the ones I'm going to show you. Ninamai Inanis says, of course, once it translates, Robo-senpai, take care, please rest well. Kanade from Regloss says, Roboco-senpai, it's terrible, please take care of yourself. Then you have Vivi from Flowglow says, Robo-senpai, please take care of yourself, get well soon. And finally, of the ones that I was able to find, Sue from Flowglow says, Roboco-senpai, please rest well, get better soon. So yeah, everyone's wishing her the best, and everyone's, of course, hoping that she does not try to actually stream until she fully gets better. Shishiro Botan from Hololive's 5th generation of JP generation has some interesting news. They are doing, since today at 7 p.m., the second collaboration smartphone case with Rhino Shield featuring Shishiron will be released in a live stream. I haven't forgotten that the most popular case last time was an SSRB. What will be the lineup this time? So, of course, they have some things back here kind of giving a little bit of teaser. And this is the stream itself here. Let's take a look at everything here that she's showing. Of course, the Rhino cases, things like that.
選ぶと思うんですけど、その色を気に入ってる方はやっぱりこういうクリアケースの方が映えるのかなとシシロンは思います。もちろんに加えてアクアスタンドという商品も今回コラボに入ってます。これすごいな。これ
So the collab also has these aqua stands that she's saying here and showing, the various things that you can do with it.
そうだから前回マグセーフ付きのシシロンのケース買ってくれた人は水筒使えると思うよこれ。はい。じゃこんな。
So you can use it as a stand when you are, wherever you are. You can use it as a stand, which is nice. I mean, it's interesting. I've never seen that before. I actually haven't ever seen that before.
感じでいいね。へー。
And here are some of the things that they have for them, of course. Here's one here. Here's the look. Her in a nice, conservative bikini.
お前ボールなみたいな感じで。
using the SSRBs as a volleyball. That's hilarious.
皆さんにはバレーボールのボールになってもらいますということで。射的で
She has, this is basically a kimono for like the Obon festivals, the Bon festivals. And that is a toy rifle that they use to like play some of the Bon games of like, shooting down little characters and things like that to get prizes.
一番上のやつ取ったるでみたいな感じで。撃たれた後。
And here are the separate SSRBs, of course, which is very, very cute. And here's everything with her on the case in the way that they look, of course. And here are the actual Aquastan MagSafe as well. big, clear, and small. Of course, the kind of the aluminum / steel ones, stainless steel, and then the clear acrylic style ones as well. The pricing for it, 6,300 yen, 5,000 yen, things like that. Those are all, you know, in there, which is, you know, you're not going to be able to get it in the US usually, unless they do it with Geek Jack or something like that. But yeah, showing off every little thing that they have there. And in fact, she opens them to show you how they look IRL. They actually look very nice. Like, she's actually showing you everything. She's showing you the bottles. She's showing you everything they can. And of course, you know, she also shows the MagSafe ability of it. And those are the kind of little things that I want to show you guys there. Very big congratulations to Shishiro Botan, because that is hard as heck to do. To get a sponsor, I know she has a large agency, but even then, it's hard to get sponsors to be interested in your brand. Welcome back, everybody, to the VTuber Showcase, the place where I like to showcase up-and-coming VTubers of various sizes, shapes, forms, types, everything in between. Today, we're talking about Sunikku, femboy, he, him. They are an orca puppy. Let's take a look here at their content. EP Orca Puppy, the business email, and all that kind of good stuff. Let's take a look, a little bit of a listen at what they have to offer.
Haji-cha and Frosted. Thank you so much. Sorry if I butchered your names. I do have the chicken. I have the chicken. He's mine.
Chicken in the
He's
back.
not going anywhere. He's not allowed. Oh wow, that is a lot of weight. Okay, I'm gonna eat this now.
So yeah, they did a little bit right there, and of course we're gonna take a look at their, right now it's a placeholder for their YouTube channel, but it's still a YouTube channel there. Thank you so much, Sunikku, for allowing me to showcase you on my channel, and I do hope this helps you in some way. Thank you guys for watching as always, and of course take a look, and if you enjoy everything, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, all those things that YouTube asks of you. Really do appreciate you. Have a wonderful day.